Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you? I hope by the grace of Almighty Allah you are very well. This is the third lecture on normal distribution. The students of statistics of class 12, you are most welcome to my third lecture of normal distribution class. Dear students, last class I have proved the property of a standard normal variate, which is the mean of standard normal variate is 0. Today we are going to discuss about the variance of standard normal variate, and for sure that we understood the variance of normal standard normal variate is 1. Now the proof. We considered that the normal variate is x and its mean is mu and the standard deviation is sigma and the variance is sigma square. Symbolically, it is denoted such a way that expectation of x equal to mu and variance of x equal to sigma square. By definition, the standard normal variate is z equal to x minus mu divided by sigma. So this is z or standard normal variate. Now since we have to calculate or determine the variance, that is why we have taken the variance in both sides. So it is variance of z equal to variance of x minus mu divided by sigma. And there is a property of variance which is variance of ax equal to a square variance of x, a square variance of x. So from the property we can write variance of x minus mu divided by sigma equal to 1 divided by sigma square variance of x minus mu. Now 1 divided by sigma square variance of x minus variance of mu, and there is another constant property of variance which is variance of constant equal to 0. Variance of any constant is equal to 0. So using these two property, we can write variance of z equal to 1 divided by sigma square variance of x minus 0. Now dear students, let's see the next slide. Here variance of x is denoted by sigma square and variance of constant equal to 0. So it is sigma square minus 0, that is sigma square. Finally, we get 1 divided by sigma square into sigma square, that is 1. So variance of z equal to 1. That means the variance of the standard normal variate is 1. Hence the property is proved. So we understood that the mean of standard normal variate is 0 and the variance of the standard normal variate is 1. Finally, the property is the mean and variance of the standard normal variate are 0 and 1 respectively. Now the application of normal table. This is a normal table. To solve the problems of normal distribution, we must use this normal table. There is another normal table. Now, using the normal table, we will determine the probabilities. So, the question is, using normal probability table, find the probability in each of the following cases. The first one, the left of z equal to minus 1.78. That means z lesser equal to minus 1.78. Second one, the left of z equal to 0.56. That means z lesser equal to 0.56. Third one is the right of z equal to minus 1.45. That means z greater equal to minus 1.45. Fourth one is the right of z equal to 2, that is z greater or equal to 2. And last of all, number 5, the left of z equal to minus 2.47 and to the right of z equal to minus 1.72. That means z lies between minus 2.47 and minus 1.72. Now, successively using the normal probability table, we will solve these probabilities. First one, the left of z equal to minus 1.78, that means z less or equal to minus 1.78. Here, from the figure, uh, z less or equal to minus 1.78, if we represent this one, we can say that probability of z less or equal to minus 1.78. That means z is less than minus 1.78, minus 1.78. So here minus 1.78 means minus infinity to minus 1.78. Now if we represent this one, we can express probability of minus infinity to minus 1.78. This portion we get if we subtract minus 1.78 to 0 from minus infinity to 0. So we can write probability of z less or equal minus 1.78 equal to probability of minus infinity to 0 minus probability of minus 1.78 to 0. Now minus infinity to 0 or plus infinity to 0, 0 to plus infinity, this two portion is equal to half portion of the whole figure. That means 0.5 and 0.5, because you know that the total probability is 1. So minus infinity to 0, this is 1, and the probability of 0 to infinity is also equal to 1. So here probability of minus infinity to 0, this is 0.5 and minus 1.78 to 0, this is 0.4625, and we get this value from the random number table, from the normal table. From normal table, if we want to determine the values of probability 1.78, then we'll get this one here. From here, this is that. Here we get this. This is the probability of 1.78. 1.78 equal to 0.4625. So from this normal table, we get the value of probability of minus 1.78 to 0 equal to 0.4625, and subtracting this value from 0.5, we get this is 0.0375. Next time, the left of z equal to 0.56, it indicates symbolically z less or equal to 0.56. Now probability of z less or equal to 0.56, like number 1, that is previous one. This is if we subtract or add, if we add minus infinity to 0 and 0 to 0.56, then we get the value which is equal to minus infinity to 0.56. That means z less than 0. Less or equal to 0.56. Now probability of minus infinity to 0 using normal table, we get it is 0.5, and probability of 0 to 0.56, this is 0.2123. After adding, we get is 0.7123. So the required probability of probability z less or equal 0.56 equal to 0.7123. Then the third one is the right of z equal to minus 1.45. That means the value must be to the right of minus 1.45, that is z raised to the right of minus 1.45, and symbolically it is generated by probability of z greater or equal to minus 1.45. Now from this normal table, if we represent, and from this normal curve, we can express that this is probability of minus 1.45 to 0 plus 0.02 infinity. So here if we express probability of z lesser or equal minus 1.45, and from the curve we can say that minus 1.45 to 0 and 0 to infinity. That means this whole portion be the greater or equal to minus 1.45. So we can express probability of z greater or equal to minus 1.45 equal to probability of minus 1.45 to 0 and 0 to infinity. Now from normal table we get the value of minus 1.45 equal to 0.4265, and probability of 0 to infinity is equal to 0.5, and adding these two values we get the value which is 0.9265, which is the required probability. Dear students, the next one, which is the right of z equal to 2, that is z greater or equal to 2, right, equal to 2. Z, right, the position of z is to the right position from 2. So symbolically it is probability of z greater or equal to 2. Now if we represent the value of z which is greater or equal to 2 in a normal curve, then we can express such way that this. Now probability of z greater or equal to 2, which can be expressed such way that from 0 to infinity, if we subtract 0 to 2, then we get the value of probability of z greater or equal to 2. Now probability of z greater or equal to probability of 0 to infinity. This portion, if we subtract 0 to 2 from 0 to infinity, then we get this is probability of 0 to infinity minus probability of 0 to 2. Then we get from normal table 0.5, and the probability of 0 to 2 equal to 0.4772. After subtracting we get this is 0.0228. So the required probability of z greater or equal to 2 is 0.0228. And last of all, the right of z equal to minus 2.47, and to the left of z equal to minus 1.72. That means z lies between minus 2.47 and minus 1.472. Now, if this portion we want to represent on a normal curve, then we see the normal curve is this, and probability of minus 2.47 lesser equal z lesser equal minus 1.472, which implies that if we subtract minus infinity to 2.47 minus 2.247 from minus infinity to minus 1.72, then we get the values. Or if we subtract the minus 1.72 to 0, this portion from minus 2.72 to 0, then we can calculate the required probability. So minus probability of minus 2.72 lesser equal z lesser equal minus 1.72, which implies that probability of minus 2.47 lesser equal z lesser equal 0 minus probability of minus 1.72 lesser equal z lesser equal 0. Now from normal table we get the value probability of minus 2.47 lesser equal z lesser equal 0 equal to 0.4932, and the probability of minus 1.72 z lesser equal z lesser equal 0 equal to 0.4573. After subtracting we get a value, and the difference is 0.0359, which is the required probability. So dear students, if you understood this determination of probability by using normal table, you'll be able to know, you'll be able to solve different problems of normal distribution very easily. So my suggestion and my advice to you that firstly try to understand and practice these problems to solve very clearly, and how can we use the normal table. If you understood and perfectly uh, capable to apply the determination of probabilities by using normal table, then you will understood the different problems how can we solve by using normal table. And in that type of problems we'll discuss in my next classes. And no more today, dear students, thank you very much. uh, so Allah Hafiz everybody, stay well.